In this video, I'll be teaching you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Let's scramble it up. First of all, we need to get to know your cube. So, the Rubik's Cube consists of 8 corner pieces here, this, and these 4. And 12 edge pieces, these ones, and 6 center pieces, the ones in the middle. The position of the center pieces do not move at all. So what I mean by this, here, remember, red, white, and blue go in a clockwise position. So, no matter how I turn it, if you see here, red, white, and blue is still in a clockwise position. Let's find red, white, and blue. And they're still the same. So all the center pieces are connected, and edge and corner pieces rotate around them. You can think of it kind of like that. Even though the center pieces do move. The colors on the edge pieces, they always stay the same. It's not possible to have a white, yellow edge piece, no matter how you turn it. It's also not possible to have like a white, yellow, red corner piece. So, now we need to learn notation. What notation is, it just basically is a letter that tells you how to turn your cube. This is useful when solving the Rubik's Cube in the final steps where algorithms are required. So, the notation is U is turning the top layer 90 degrees. U prime is doing it counterclockwise, like that. And U2 is turning the top layer 180 degrees. R is the right face. R is right face clockwise. And R prime is right face counterclockwise, 90 degrees. Same goes with F. F and F prime. F prime is counterclockwise. And R2 and F2 also apply. This is L, left, D, and one that we won't be using much, B. When you're turning the face, be sure that you are facing the cube. I can't really explain it, but see how this is F, right? Clockwise. But this is not B, because you're not facing it. You actually just did a B prime. You have to face the cube and turn it clockwise or counterclockwise. So F is like this, and B is like this. F, B, they're like opposite. So, just some things to be aware of. Now you're ready to start solving the Rubik's Cube itself. The first step is to get a cross on the white face. So, if you have any pieces here, like starting out, if you have one piece, just turn it until it matches its center. Like green, red, it's not matching. Green, blue, it doesn't match, but it matches here. And green, green. Doesn't match there. And then, you want to get another piece, say, I don't know, white, red. So, look for the piece, there it is. And then, it's already in position, so you can just bring it down. It doesn't really matter if the piece is flipped or not, because we can correct that later. Now look on the top layer for any more white pieces, and if you can't find any, then they're on in the middle layer. So, if you find a piece in the middle layer, then you can just bring it up by turning it if there's no piece in there. But if you can't do that, then do R, U, R prime to bring a piece up. So, there I just brought up the white blue piece, and I'm gonna line it up there, and then I can bring it down. And this last piece, it's already paired up with its center, so you don't have to bring it up and then put it down That's just the long way. All you have to do is an R prime to put it in. So that's one example. So here's another example. Just in case you have flipped pieces. Here we see that we have a white-orange piece. So we can just line that up with the center. And then, as you can see, this white-green piece, when paired with the green center, when you bring it down, it's flipped. Don't worry about it, we'll correct it later. Here we see the red-white piece. You can line it up there and bring it there. And here the white-blue piece. Instead of bringing it up and putting it back in, we can do this, just to simply put it in. Now, to fix these pieces, which the algorithm that you want to do is RI, like hold it like this with the flipped piece here. RI, U, FI, UI, or like R prime, whatever you want to call it. And then that flips the piece without affecting anything else. Same thing here. R prime, U, F prime, U prime. There's your cross. If you have done your cross like this, it is not correct. These side colors are not matched. So, if you ever run into this and you missed on the cross, it's okay, you don't have to start over. It's just one extra algorithm to learn. So, pair up the pieces on the cross until you have as many colors solved as possible. So here we have 2 pieces solved, which means it's as simplified as possible. I guess you could say it like that. And we're left with this, where these two are switched. What you can do is this here, R prime to bring this down, so we can put it there, U prime, put it in position, we kick that out by doing R, and then do a U, so we can put this one here back in, and then R prime. So let's see that again. R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime. So there. If you ever have this here, where they're swapped this way, then you can't really turn it because that's as simplified as it gets. So you'll either get the adjacent swap or the diagonal swap. The diagonal swap, you just do, you basically want to do an L2, R2, so you can swap these, and just simply do a D2, and then reverse the moves by doing another L2, R2. So it's L2, R2, D2, L2, R2. If you know more notation, it's basically M2, U2, M2. It's really fast. So, yeah. If there's anything unclear about solving the cross, post them in the comments below, and I'll try to help you as best as I can. So, yep. The next step is to solve the whole layer. So you're solving the corners of the first layer. So you want to look on the bottom I usually like starting with red, white, blue. So you just want to look on the bottom layer for the red, white, blue corner. And there it is, red, white, blue. You want to turn it until it is right below the slot that it's supposed to be in. So here. And then you want to do the algorithm RI, DI, RD until the piece is solved. As you can see, the algorithm is RI, DI, RD. So then I solve this piece now, the blue, white, orange. I look for it in the bottom layer, but it's not there. So it has to be somewhere in the top layer. So here it is, the blue, white, orange. Bring it down using the same algorithm, RIDIRD. RIDIRD. So here it is. And then it's supposed to go here, so put this corner under the slot it's supposed to go in. And then do the same thing, the RIDIRD, until it's solved. And now, after doing this, I do orange, white, and green. So look for it in the bottom layer. There it is. Do the same thing, RIDIRD, until this is solved. Like, repeatedly do it. RIDIRD, RIDIRD. So that took 3 RIDIRDs. So, lastly, this one's green, white, red, use the centers. And this one is conveniently already placed. And just keep on doing RIDIRD until it's solved. That one only took 1. So, by doing that, you can solve 1 layer of your cube, or 1/3 of it. If after solving 1 layer, you have something like this, then you have done it wrong. If you run into this, I guess you'll have to do it the stupid way. Bring this down using RIDIRD, put it back in using the RIDIRD thing again, and then put this last piece in here. Just switch the pieces if you did it wrong. You don't have to start over. So now onto the solving the middle layer edges. The algorithm for this is pretty long. It's 8 moves. And there are 2 of them that you have to remember for this step. So, first let's solve blue, red. So, look in the top layer for blue, red edges. And we can't find any, so it has to be in the middle layer. And surely enough, there it is. So, we'll solve this later. Let's see. We have the green, red edge in the top layer, so we can match it up with this center here, making a T with a large stem, I guess. And match it up with this. Like, if you do it like that, you'll mess it up. So match it up like this, and then do the algorithm. Holding it like this. U, F prime, U prime, F prime, U, F, and then U, R, U prime, R prime. So, I'm going to show you that again. U prime, F prime, U, F, then U, R, U prime, R prime. That solves this. Now, you look on the top layer for this piece, the orange-green, and it's in the middle layer here, so you have to do the algorithm I just showed you to take it out. So, you don't really have to do the U prime, but U prime, F prime, U, F, and then U, R, U prime, R prime. And then there it is. You can pair it with this. U prime, F prime, U, F, U, R, U prime, R prime. So we have to take a piece out again. You could use one of the 2 algorithms. The second algorithm, let me show you, is R, U, R prime, U prime. Well, you have to do a U. So U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. So that's the algorithm, and just do it. U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. So here we have to do the second algorithm because it's on the left side. So if it's matched on the left side, then you do the second algorithm, and if it's matched here, then you do the first one. So since it's matched on the left, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. if you're confused, try it on your cube, and hopefully you'll get it. If you still don't know, then post a comment. Next, we want to solve a cross on this side, but this time the colors on the sides do not matter. So, we only need one algorithm for this step, which is F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, solving the cross. So, we have 3 cases. We have solved, actually technically 4 cases. We have solved, which means you don't have to do anything. If the cross is solved, yay, you're lucky. You can skip this, or if you want to memorize it and watch it. You have the line. See here, there's a line. You can also get the L. There's an L. Or you could get a dot here. So, first, we'll start off easy with the line. Hold it with the line horizontal, and just do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, and it will solve the cross. If you get the L, hold it with the L kind of backwards, so like this. And then do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, and then you end up with this line. Just do the algorithm again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. There you are. And if you get the dot, this one's the longest algorithm. Just hold the dot anyway. It doesn't really matter because it's a dot. It's symmetrical. And do the algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And then you end up with an L. Hold it so that the L is the way it's supposed to be, right here. And then do the algorithm twice. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. There's the line. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So there you have solved the cross. This step should be pretty easy. If not, then, oh well. Now you want to finish this side. You kind of solve it like this. You use RIDIRD again. So, what you want to do is basically, don't worry if the bottom layer gets messed up. It will be solved after you're done with this step. So start with any corner that's unsolved. For example, this or this. I'll start with this. And just do RIDIRD until this is on the top face. So we did it twice. And then what you want to do is, instead of turning the cube and solving that one, you want to turn the top layer so that this is right here. And then keep on doing the algorithm. RIDIRD, RIDIRD. And as you can see, the bottom layer is solved. And the top side is solved too. I'll show you another example. So here, just start with any corner. I'm going to start with this. And RIDIRD, RIDIRD. And then we'll turn it so the next unsolved corner is here. And then RIDIRD, 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 and this one's solved. Then we solve this one. RIDIRD, RIDIRD, so on. And the last one, RIDIRD, RIDIRD. And as you can see, we did not disturb any of this. After you have solved one side, you will either have this, where all of the corners are in the right place, this, where 2 adjacent corners are in the right place, making headlights, or something that looks nothing like either of the two cases. If you have all of your corners solved, like this, then you can skip this step. This might also look something like this, but you'll have 4 headlights. It's like 4 pairs of headlights. Here, 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 and here. You can skip this step. If you have 1 pair of headlights, then you got the medium case. Like here. And there are no headlights. So these headlights here. If you have this case, then solve the headlights with the matching side. It's like these 2 are red headlights. We're going to solve it to the red side. And then do this algorithm. Ri, or R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2, U prime. So, you're supposed to hold the headlights in the back, like there. So, here we go. In this case, our headlights are here, and they're already matched. Like, don't worry about this piece here. Hold them in the back, and perform Ri, F, Ri, B2, R, Fi, Ri, B2, R2, U prime. So there we go. If you get something like this, where there are 0 headlights across the cube no matter how it looks, this is the unlucky case. Hold the cube anyway and do the algorithm I just showed you. Ri, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2, U prime. And here we have 1 set of headlights. So we can match it, and then do the algorithm again. So, Ri, F, Ri. And that sometimes will solve your cube, but if not, then you have another step to go. If your cube is not solved yet, which it probably isn't, but if so, then cool. But if it isn't, you'll either have 3 edges unsolved, or 4 edges not solved. If you have 2 edges not solved, then your cube is being weird, and you'll need to take out and switch the 2 edges. Take out the pieces, because that's not solvable. So, fail. If you have 3 edges not solved, then look for how the edges need to be switched. So in my case, orange needs to go here, the red needs to go here, and the blue needs to go here. So that's clockwise. If you have a clockwise cycle, then that's good, because it's pretty easy to solve. So the algorithm is R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. So, I'm going to show you that again. You just get there. Here. R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. But, if your edges cycle counterclockwise, for example, this blue goes here, this red goes here, and this orange needs to go here, counterclockwise, just do that algorithm twice. So R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. So yeah, you just do it again. R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. Or you could reverse the algorithm and do R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, blah, blah, blah. But that's only if you're really smart, and I'll just post the algorithm down in the description if you don't want to like reverse it yourself. Or you can just do it the simple long way, just by doing the one algorithm twice. So yeah. if you have something like this, where 4 edges are not solved, just do the algorithm twice too. So do the algorithm, the 3-edge cycle once, R2U, RU, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime, and then you'll end up with one of the cases. Here we have red going here, orange going here, and green going here, so that's clockwise. So we only have to do it once. R2U, RU, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. If we have something like this here, then again, just hold the cube anyway. Doesn't really matter. See how that's different? R2U, RU, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. And then we get a clockwise case, because blue's going here, green's going here, and red's going here, so clockwise. R2U, RU, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. So, after that, congratulations, you've solved your Rubik's Cube. Thanks for watching.